Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got a story out of Kinston to bring to you about an assault arrest. Here again is Kinston police say they were called to a residence in the Mitchell-Wooten area on Friday for a reported stabbing. When officers got there, they found a woman who had sustained a stab wound to the face. The victim told police that 23-year-old Chelsea Albritton had stabbed her following an argument. Warrants say Albritton had threatened the victim by telling her, quote, "I'm going to stab you," end quote. Albritton then stabbed the woman with a pocket knife, according to the warrant. Officers later found Albritton and pulled her over for a traffic stop. Albritton was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon and communicating threats. Officers say Albritton was also served with an outstanding arrest warrant. She was taken to the Lenoir County Jail under a $35,000 bond. And of course, we continue to maintain a lot of snow on the ground across eastern North Carolina, but it's not just here. It is across a large portion of the country. We now want to turn to a national look with Emily Akeda on what this winter weather has really done to life in not only eastern North Carolina, but across the southeastern United States. And it appears that we are having issues with that audio. So instead of that, we will turn to what we've got outside here in eastern North Carolina. Do apologize about that. No sound. Bummer. Oh well. Good morning to Esmeralda from Chinquapin. Thank you so much for joining me over on Facebook. Right now, again, 26 degrees outside. It is still cold. It will remain cold. But calm winds are certainly nicer than the breeze that we were dealt with, that we had to deal with over the weekend. It was breezy. Now we're looking at calm conditions. Now, usually whenever we've got calm winds and clear skies overnight, we tend to see some of our coldest overnight temperatures. And that's what we are waking up to right now. Currently 28 degrees in Greenville, calm breeze, but you can see the pavement there in the Publix parking lot, but still over in the grass lot over next to the side. Other than the tire track, still quite a bit of snow on the ground. So again, make sure that if you are doing any driving this morning, I know there's going to be more of you out on the roads over the next few days. Today is going to be a bigger day for melting. We are looking at air temperatures likely getting into at least a low, most likely the mid-40s coming up later on this afternoon. Air temperatures already creeping their way towards freezing. We've got 33 degrees right now in Rocky Mount, 34 degrees in Edenton, 36 degrees in Oriental, 35 in Stumpy Point, 37 in Hatteras. The rest of eastern North Carolina right now looks to be at or below 32 degrees. Manio, I think next update, you guys are above that mark. Winds very light if you're seeing anything at all. Not much of a breeze right now, but generally winds expected to come a little bit more out of the west-southwest as we head through this afternoon, where again, air temperatures are expected to get into the low to mid 40s. That's really going to help melt away quite a bit of snow, but it's not just that. We are going to be seeing rain showers roll in more so tomorrow morning than late tonight, but those rain showers will also help wash away a lot of the snow. Each raindrop that falls is essentially a heat transfer to melt away a little bit more snow. Now, with that said, we are looking at air temperatures dropping in that low pressure system, slowing down as it moves across eastern North Carolina. So here's a look at how it all comes together. There is the rain showers rolling in Wednesday morning. There it is, 9 a.m. on the clock, but that low sinks further south, and that opens us up to more cold air, especially on the north side of that low, with that low sinking its way down kind of towards Columbia, South Carolina, and then out towards Cape Fear. That, again, is going to give us an opportunity for another round of some wintry weather. Right now, it's looking more like a wintry mix than anything else, and I do want to caution people who may be thinking, all right, here we go, another big snowstorm. I'm thinking this is going to end up looking more like a freezing rain event with a dusting of sleet and snow on top. Not much, but the ice could certainly be a problem. So that is something, again, we'll continue to keep an eye on. But there again is what we've got through the day on Wednesday. This is Wednesday, 5 p.m., and everything again across eastern North Carolina still green. Ground temperatures at this point well above freezing. We will likely see air temperatures at this point in the low 40s. Ground temperatures will be at around that same level. So again, if you're hoping for a big stick, it's going to be difficult to get. The freezing rain, though, that's where things could get a little bit rough. Of course, I don't think we'll see much initially. Once again, these drops really start to fall, they will help lower ground temperatures as those freezing raindrops hit the ground, but I'm not anticipating, again, a lot of accumulation. Right now, maybe a tenth of an inch, possibly 2/10 in some areas of ice for most of eastern North Carolina's more inland sections. Closer you get to the water, the less that's going to be an issue. For those of you watching north of 64, that's where we could potentially see maybe an inch, maybe 2 inches of snow out of the system. Certainly not a lot, nothing like we just got done with over this past weekend. This is Thursday, 3 a.m., and we still have rain along the coast, a mix of freezing rain, cold rain, sleet, and snow across kind of the midsection of eastern North Carolina, and then some snowflakes falling a little bit further to the north. Again, that's how I think we're going to be seeing maybe a dusting at most for areas north of 264. It's not going to, again, be a lot. This is looking more and more like a freezing rain event. May see some snow out of this, but everything, again, wraps up as we head into Thursday morning, kind of late morning hours, and then it's just cold air. Notice those streamlines all coming in out of the north. That's pulling in colder air, driving those air temperatures down yet again to leave us with an 8-day forecast that looks a little like this. 20 degrees overnight Thursday night into Friday. Thursday's high right now looking like 38 degrees. So again, above freezing. That is important to note. But overnight lows Wednesday night into Thursday down at 28 degrees. That's what, again, could open the door for another round of some wintry weather. It does look like everything is going to be melting away, though, as we approach the weekend. Friday, 44 degrees, and then we hold in the low to mid 40s over the weekend. 43 on Saturday, 44 on Sunday. 39 following Monday, 51 the next Tuesday. But yeah, we've got another round of winter weather. It's one that this winter has certainly, this January and now February has certainly been more winter weather intense than what we've seen over the past several years. But it's one of those that we are inching closer and closer to growing season each and every day. With that said, that's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. News and Weather Update. Do want to say good morning to Bernice Davis. Thank you so much for joining me from Duplin County. Hopefully you're having a fantastic start to your Tuesday. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Tuesday.